Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
Now, of all the songs that you have had, which one is your favorite and why?
Is Al Green. What is it that you run out and break up? You know, so when my wife wants to get to me, like, oh, she did something, and I heard that song playing in the background, I say, oh, man, you don't get me. You don't get me. You got me. So for me, it's like that. But, you know, for now, that's just what's on the table.
Okay. Now that you've talked about your wife, let me even ask you one or two questions about your wife.
So
At some point,
let's stay
at some point, you made your wife your manager. Why did you? How easy, how comfortable was it for you to make your wife your manager?
No big deal. I mean, she's qualified, overqualified herself. So she wasn't like manager, but she brought experience. She brought something totally different from what we had. You know, she had corporate experience. I mean, being in the bank, corporate affairs in the bank, corporate communications, and then she brought it into what we were doing. It took a lot of convincing. You know, that people say this because I mean, here we are. They call us high risk. I mean, when you go when you go to the banks and all that, to be able to. But here we are. We knew we had something, and she also understood what we were doing in terms of doing it as a business, not as a joke. You know, and so bringing that corporate experience changed everything in totality in terms of all the areas to look at, the organogram of the business, putting things in proper perspective. So for me, it was like, who is the most qualified person in all? Who has the interest? Who would have the interest of the business? Who would? So it was a deal. It was a contract. It was not like, oh, bring my wife into, you know, of course it's business. And then we had a contract that we signed, that we agreed that this is how it was
Like that. Now you have this lady that you wanted to marry initially. Then along the line things didn't work out fine, you know. Then you return to your wife. So how did you fall in love with your wife? How did you meet her? How did you fall in love with her? How did you fall in love with Maria?
Maria is my friend, you know. We're friends, you know. Maria is, we talk all the time. When I look, what lady? I can't remember any lady. The only lady I remember is my wife. That's the truth. So, as far as yeah, it's the truth. So,
I like that.
yeah. So, Maria is my wife. She's my wife now, but we're friends, you know. We used to talk a lot, and then we built it from there. So, friendship has held us. I mean, of course, we have the bumps and the scrapes and all that here, but hey, what's kept us going is the understanding of what we need to do and the responsibility of being into this together. We chose to be in this, and we want to be in this. So,
okay. Now, what makes a good singer?
I think what makes a good, it depends on what you're looking for when you say a singer, because if you say a quote singer is any a village singer, singing with the masquerade is a singer. So it depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for a virtuoso? Are you looking for somebody who is hitting ranges? So there are different ranges. Look at Barry White. Do you have a voice as well too? But just being able to find where your voice sits and when you now sing, and people are like, wow, that's really sweet and beautiful. So that's what makes a good singer, you know. And then of course there are the stunners, you know, the real high range singers and all, you know, the Whitney Houstons and all those very beautiful things that we hear out there. But of course, there's the Barry White. There's all kinds of. So being able to put it together in production and all, having a good producer who's able to find your range, who's able to help you with your range is where the work starts from. To be able to say, okay, this is a good singer. Everybody is a singer. That's the truth. Everybody has a singing voice.
So what attracts you to a song, or what makes you fall in love with a song?
There are different things I listen to in the song. The intro,
Okay.